Greetings again, my beautiful patriots, wherever you may be in this big, wide world we live in. Welcome to 1776 United, and we are in the middle of a revolution worldwide. Now, I want to continue on with part 4 here. Trump is implementing Nasara, okay? Right now, he's in the midst of laying all this, the foundation out for it. Everything he's talking about is Nasara. It looks like the United States is going to go first, okay? Now, when the United States does go, I don't think Nasara for the rest of the planet will be that far behind. But I think it's to wake everybody up enough to see, oh, look what is happening to the United States and how many people are jumping in the streets with all their money. And everybody will look for that. And then, of course, that'll certainly wake up a lot of people. I think that's where it's going to go. Now, I've been listening to John Dowling, and again, he's saying, and of course, there is other people that are concurring with him, that silver will meet or pass the price of gold right now. And gold is at 3,000 USD right now. I know it's confusing when we say one thing, the US dollar is not worth anything. No, it's not. It's a fiat currency. It's got no gold back to it. But once the currency does go, okay, it'll be a gold-backed treasury note, which will bring back its value based on the amount of resources the United States has, okay? Technology and otherwise. I want everybody to listen to Owen Schroyer. I don't know how he's getting away with it, but he's telling the truth. And he's not putting icing on it. He's just like laying it in there, right? So you want some hard truth that is not going to be deleted or banned, then just listen to Owen Schroyer, what he's saying. He's on Rumble as well. Okay, and also for the money, John Dowling on Rumble, and Dr. Kia Pruitt on Rumble. Larry also had mentioned to go to Norman Travesty on Rumble, and this is to do with Canada. That he explains very, very well what Canada is not, and it's just a corporation. That's all it is. So, and like I says, I recommend you go to that, right? Nevada and Arizona. Once they let the floodgates open and the rivers start to flow again, that whole Nevada, Arizona will turn into lush greenery again. And expect Trump to bring back the gold-backed standard very, very soon. Again, Americans are going to start receiving, I want to touch on this again, Americans are going to receive through the Doge program. If he's talking about it, it's going to happen. Every person that is a law-abiding citizen that has been struggling, especially the pensioners, you're going to start receiving 5,000 American a month through the Doge program, which is basically Nasara, okay? And the rest of the world will follow up with Nasara promptly, hopefully fairly shortly after that. But I think they're just monitoring things, and I think Space Force is in Canada right now checking what they were doing, monitoring the pulse of the American psyche. They're doing that to Canada now because Canada is a 51st state, okay? It's not if, you liberals can kick and scream and scratch and bite all you want. That's the way it's going to go. So get used to it, all right? Canada, like I said, we could have got in on the first Jubilee with the $5,000 a month if we would have just said, yeah, let's bring it on, we'd be the 51st state. Now, that's what's happening right now. And with all that being said, let me see here. Yeah, with all that being said, Canada, in order to get through this, the Canadian patriots, I'm telling the Canadian patriots who are listening, who want to follow up with what I'm saying, you want to get ahead of the curve. We don't want to continue down this path of not having any money. Scrape up what you can. Sell what you can. Put some money together and go down to your bank and buy some foreign currency. Okay? I give you the list of foreign currencies you can go after. The Colombia is a really good one as well. Okay? So these are things that we can do to soften the blow when we get kind of left out in the cold for this certain period of time until Jassara does kick in. Okay? Because no matter what the Americans do, leaving us out in the cold or whatever they're going to do, that will not stop the currency monitoring system from reevaluating. So either you got it or you don't have it. It's really that simple, right? If you got the Vietnamese dong, which I just got a comm from another patriot, and said that, the Colombia peso is at 4,001, and to check that out as well. I mean, ask what I posted there onto other ones. Do your own research and go into Africa and find out what's, where you can, what's the best rate, and what I mean by the best rate is, the more, like say if it's 1,000 to 1, that's a good buy. If it's 12, 14, or like the peso right now is 40 to 1, so it's 40 pesos in the Philippines to 1 Canadian dollar. It's a good deal. And I can live a lot better down here at 40 to 1 than I can in Canada at 1 to 1, right? So that's it. As a pensioner, that's you go after places like this. That's going to be a cheap place to live, and you can have a decent life in the winter, and then go back to Canada and do your sidekicks or whatever you want to do. But what I'm saying, I guess, to try to get my point across is, anything that is 1,000 to 1 or 1,200, if you can find those, or even a Colombian peso, 4,000 to 1, buy as much as you can. And the stuff that you have now, as far as your assets or, boats and cars and fancy cars and all this, it means nothing. It's all going to go back to 1955 pricing. So you'll have all this money and have a 1955 buying power, which is, insane. And also, when it comes time, if you got this currency, this is extremely important. When it comes time to go in there and you get called up, because you will go through, when you buy the money, they'll ask for your email and then give you the receipt with your email on it, and then they'll notify you by email saying your currency is ready to pick up. Okay? When you go into the redemption center, you say, I want the contract rate, because there's two rates. Okay? Just don't forget that. I mean, the Vietnamese dong, they're saying, $2-3 to the American dollar. But if it's contract rate, it could be up to $10 or $12. So if you got $1 million, it becomes $12 million. You see? So, that being said, I hope this helps. And let's get ahead of the curve here, folks, and buy some foreign currency. And it's a no-risk policy. It's a no-risk bet that you're going to do just fine with it. All right? Okay, we'll see you on the next one.